Mute and mute.
There you go.
All right. Welcome to another day in the Milky Way. One way or another, we're here, good, bad, or otherwise. And Al, today I think I screwed up the background. It's all over me and not over the thing. And here I got to turn down the DLA again. So There we go.
Hey.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Look at that.
Hey, Amber.
Now I have the background on. This is just weirdest thing ever. I have the background on me, and I have the.
I see a green screen.
And I can see Brian in the background.
I don't know what the heck I did to it. Oh man, oh man, oh man.
I love technology, right?
So what do we see, Trina? We see each other when each other's talking, but you see yourself, and then right now, do you see me?
Yes.
Because I'm okay, and I see you, but I don't see Robert or Amber.
Yes, and when they speak, they'll come up too.
Okay.
Yeah, it bounces from screen to screen on voice typically. And usually, like, if you are you in the small screen to the bottom right or the big screen?
I'm in the small screen to the upper right, and you're in the big screen.
I know what I forgot, guys.
What?
You're on my big screen.
Take your time. Take your time.
Hi, Miss Amber. How are you?
Hello.
I forgot the real stuff.
So good to see you.
No hat like this today. Crystal made me remember I got the crystal hat today.
Right on.
Oh, right.
I love it. Yay.
Is that the one that says Boston on it?
Now. Boston.
Boston.
I am going to be warm this winter, believe it or not. I still don't know why my thing ain't working. Now I have no virtual screen.
Technology.
If I was there, I could help you.
I don't know why this is not working.
It's interesting how it goes back and I see one of you at a time. That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why it's not working today. It was working fine the other day. So. But anyway, look I got this hat. I'm gonna do a fashion show today. Crystal, I hope this is the way it goes. You put this on and then
you put it on and then you wrap it around as a scarf. Perfect. Yes.
That's awesome.
Is that right?
Good on you, damn. Yeah.
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 I'll be warm for the winter.
Yes.
Look at that scarf with it. That's nice.
Those are good colors on you, Robert.
Thank you, Crystal. This was
You're
great.
welcome. Now remember, we have 2 burgundy beanies that are on the house to whoever just wants one.
Yes. See these? Okay.
Beautiful.
I have 2 of these, and I'm going to be giving them out. And and somehow or another, I don't know if she's here tonight. I told her to write me. Delaney Jones. She says.
And I think Shannon King needs one.
Okay. I told Delaney Jones she's in the house. I told her to email me yesterday and she didn't. Shame on you. I was going to say, you're the winner of a nice new hat, a nice burgundy red hat. It's all yours, but you didn't send me your email. She says, it's working, Robert. Okay. But anyway, she'll write back. Now, this thing is kind of warm. Holy cow! I'm gonna have to downsize.
Yeah, it looks
to the
nice
other
and
one.
toasty.
Look out! We're going to the smaller one. I'm burning up there. It's pretty warm. Okay, now everybody, if you want a hat just like this one, I'm gonna get rid of the green screen because this is not working. It's really not showing the hat. So there you go.
That's better.
Showing the hat. See, it's all good, and it kind of rolls up. I like how it rolls up around the edges. It gives you like this little thing. So I did my modeling. I'm the model.
That's right. And how appropriate, because we are coming into fall.
I'm certainly not as beautiful as you ladies are. But
Hey, men are beautiful too.
Men are
Robert.
beautiful.
That's right, and
Yes,
you are a beautiful man.
I'm beautiful on the inside because I have my Be the Frequency You Want to Receive shirt. That's why.
Nice.
Let the Brian mojo flow.
That's right.
Brian.
Okay. Oh, she says, I'm doing it now for real. Okay. Now we shamed you. So now you're doing it again. Crystal, so tell us how are the hat things making? Let's see that Bosto hat better.
Yeah, the Bosto.
Oh, wow.
I need a patch because the stitching, it's kind of a little, rustic and things because I'm,
Yeah.
But I probably should get a patch, a Bosto patch made.
Oh, that was good. That would be good. Yeah. Well, that's you all changed places. Anyway, that's all right. Musical chairs. Anyway, that's good. How you coming? You got lots of hats to go and somebody calls?
I do. Actually, I got 2 more Smarts I got to finish. And then I just start making a bunch of them just to get ahead. So when I do get orders, I can just be like, hey, which color do you like? And send it. So I'm pretty much constantly, it takes me about 2 days to do one of these. It took me about 5 days to do the Smart. So very time consuming. Yes.
Yeah. Knitting is very time consuming.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Okay. Well, I now have what do you call this? A smarf? Smarf. Okay. And so I have a smarf and I have a hat and I have 2 hats. One is going to go to Delaney Jones because she had, and Shannon, is Shannon Kling in the house? I don't know. But anyway, will you do 2 more hats so I can give 2 more hats away?
Yeah, sure. What color?
I don't know. What does everybody in the house want?
Got some black that's really nice. I got black. We can do 2 black hats in case some guys want to rock some black beanies.
That's right. Go. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Maybe do you got any like dark blue guys like black?
I do. Blue? I'm actually making a smarf in this color. It's dark. It's like a deep blue color.
Oh yeah, that's a blue color.
Isn't it pretty?
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
great.
Pretty.
Great.
Very pretty.
Well,
this hat's not mine. It's taken. I'm just modeling it.
It comes with
I'll get all the sleeves out before I send it. I promise.
Well, there you go. This is part of our fall harvest. In fall you put on the hat, you get the scarf out, you do the whole thing. If we just that's right. So I'm ordering 2 more hats to give away. And then now we need some volunteers who I guess the one's going to go to Shannon Kling if she sends me an email, and one goes to Lainey Jones.
Or Rebecca Galactanoff.
Oh yeah. Okay. Rebecca, email me wherever she is. If you don't, I don't know where. If she's not on here, anybody know her? Get a hold of her, and then we'll pick somebody else here.
We
got to give one to a guy.
That's right.
Because we were giving them all to the girls.
That's why I'm going to make 2 black beanies.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, make 2 black ones. We got to conclude the guys in. Al's always bitching and complaining about we don't have enough guys and we can't leave them out.
No, because you have to.
That's right.
Yeah. I tell you what, I would send one to who is it? Which one is it? Isby? I think he's in but he's in like Florida. Do they even wear warm hats down in Florida?
Not really. No, it's too hot.
What about Darth? He's King Bosto.
Yeah,
Darth is King Bosto.
We need to get one. Well, I'll make a Bosto for Darth.
Yeah, there we go. Darth has been really helpful on helping out reading the cards. I think he deserves one. There we go.
We should get one out to Darth for sure.
Yeah, Darth.
David Castle.
Darth is number 1.
Yeah, usually he's in the house, but I don't see him in there tonight yet. But I could be wrong. Well, here we are in another day in the Milky Way. We're waiting on Kent. Kent said he was coming. I don't know where he is, but hopefully he comes. Let's see who we got in the house here. We got a pretty full house here. We got a lot of people. We got, oh my goodness. We got Milky's mom is in the house. Big Al, he's driving, heading to Orlando, Florida, where it's warm and he doesn't need a hat. Jill Jarrett, Pa Joe, Pure Love Ascension, Lori, we're going to do a show on the cards. I know you got this Andromeda thing going, but we got to do a show on those cards. Centurion Sun, Mandy Moo. I love how to say that. Mandy Moo, we love you. Annie Allen, you know, she's related to George, was it George and Gracie Allen, wasn't it? Nobody remembers that. Come on.
I do. I just don't go around telling people I do, Robert.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Right on.
George Burns, Gracie Allen. QT Kitty, hello from Wisconsin. 70s show, you know. And Delight Delaney Jones, who's gonna email me, right? Anyway, Mary Wins and Truth in Me. Truth in Me is gonna need a hat too. She is gonna be up in cold Canada. Yes. Oh boy, I think it's cold there. Sarah Horton loves this show. And Julianne Payne from Way Down Under, who will be here with us tomorrow night. And according to what I know, Trina, me, and Amber are all going to have our Milky Way notepads, and we're going to be learning how to spell words.
Yes.
How about that?
Doing some etymology. Love it.
Yes. And,
I thought it was unspell the words.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's breaking
Spell.
them apart and seeing their roots and understanding how the tree of life works.
The spells and spelling. We got Renee Hutchinson, Michelle Can-Am Free, Brandy Robinson, Trina's in the house. Oh, hi, Trina. Gaza Cav. Let's see. Who else do we got here? Did I miss anyone? Deborah Sloan. Yep, I think I got everybody. Hello. Anyway, I'm glad everybody could join us tonight. And now that we're all good, Amber, do you have a great card for us tonight?
I have a couple great cards.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
Two is always better than one.
Yeah, buddy. All right. So we've got, what do we got? We've got Four of Wands reversed and Judgment reversed. So what this means is that right now is the time to look back on what this year has given us and to appreciate the wonderful things that we have gotten so far. Because I know like a lot of us, obviously we're all a collective. We know what's going on. 2020 has really sucked balls. And it's important to shift our judgment, the reverse, to understanding that everything happens for a reason. It brings us together, and to harvest all of that positivity and leave all the rotten vegetables and fruits behind. Just to enjoy what you have gotten, because life is precious. We're not dead. We're still here. We're still thriving. Even if we may be in pain every day, even if we're not getting the outcomes that we anticipated, everything is going according to plan, but we do have the ability to transform things. Nothing's ever stuck. So the judgment reversed is just remembering that the seed you sow is what you're going to harvest during harvest time. So maybe practice, on a new moon, practice new energy, practice planting those new seeds of what you want something to happen within your life and your field of energy, and then reap what you sow at the end. Even if you've got a few rotten tomatoes, that's okay. Not behind, not a big deal. There's always something wonderful and God-given to us, especially with every full moon. On your full moon, meditate, bring all that positive energy in, and transmute the negative energy. It's okay to have negative energy. That's our life. Like, we're not perfect, and just embracing all of it. And then learning how to circulate that negative energy so that you can actually see what you you actually created to help yourself. We have the Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. We have Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. We have the Mirror Garden, take time and reflect. And then we have the Druid, hold the space. So as long as we stay grounded, we don't go up in here too much, which I know I do a lot. I've got a lot of water and a lot of air in my chart. As long as we stay grounded, reground, make sure to understand that we do have DNA structures that do hold energetic memory. And, you know, we do have the ability to help our ancestors forgive themselves for what they may have done in the past. We can help heal them. And when we help heal them, we're healing ourselves. Take time to reflect, do your meditations, go outside once in a while, get off the computer, go within and allow that energy to teach you something. And then the Druid, hold the space, same thing. Hold your space and step back for a minute and realize what you want so that you can plant those beautiful seeds during the new moon. And then on the full moon, you can harvest all of that beautiful manifestations that you've done. And that's it.
Thank
Love
you.
Beautiful. Awesome.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Amber.
Awesome. You're welcome. I hope everybody liked that.
That
Totally.
was.
It was
It makes
awesome.
sense.
See, that really said it too. I mean, you couldn't have pulled better cards for that. Reflecting on,
Perfect.
you know, I mean, that's just, I mean, that was real good. Gosh, darn. I gotta learn how to do that. So you just have that.
I look at the title, I look at the title of the show, and I go within my space, and then I, you know, have the collective of everyone that's watching us in my space as well. And then the cards come out, and then I just read them, and they're always very helpful, you know.
Perfect.
I love these cards. It's magic. Like sometimes when I do people's readings and they tell me things that nailed it, it's just like, whoa, like I'm always surprised. Like it just never ceases to amaze me.
It's confirmation, and confirmation means things are on the right path.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
everyone.
gifted, girl.
Thank you.
Very
Cards
much.
talk to you. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right,
you
I'll
got-
let you guys go. I got to go get back to my party downstairs.
All right. Well,
Bye,
you have a
Amber.
great time. Thank you.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have
Bye.
fun.
She does such a good job.
Doesn't she though?
Yeah,
Awesome.
talented.
I tell you, talented. She's just got like, I don't know, she's got it or something, you know. I mean, she's like you,
Yes, she
Trina.
does.
She's got that whatever, you know. I mean,
Yes.
people like you and her and, you know, whoever else that's got that. I mean, you need to like get together and figure it out. I mean, almost like a person needs a teacher and say, you know, I'm the blah, 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 and this is what you need to do, and this is how you do it, and blah, blah, you know, and then you can really go. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like riding a bicycle and then actually riding competition bicycle or something. you know,
it's we're helping us remember the things that are in our cellular memory. And that's what we're doing is through reawakening myself, I get to help awaken others. And it's literally, it's about remembering what you are, because what we are, so much more than we've been taught. So
Absolutely.
much.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, okay. Steve was going to be on tonight, but he's deathly ill.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he says, I might have the ick. But according in the chat there, he says he's deathly ill and he can't make it.
Oh, sorry,
So
Steve.
everybody send him much love and energy.
Send him T cells.
Yeah.
T
That's
cells.
right.
Form the cross in the blood, heal from within. Send him light, send him the power of the T cell.
That's right. That's
Sorry,
right.
Steve.
We're gonna send you Trinity. T. Go. Steve, I hope you feel better very soon, my friend.
And Kent didn't show up. I sent the thing to
He
Kent.
might have internet stuff because he does sometimes.
Yeah.
Can I share something with you guys kind of cool about fall?
Yes, do that.
Okay. You know, when we're going into the fall, it's because we're actually going into the opposite end of the zodiac wheel, the opposite end of the sine wave. So we're getting ready to go underneath. We're going into the bottom. So when you go into the bottom or the underneath, well, and it's reversed here because it's up at the top, but when you're going to the opposite side of the wheel, it's like going from the process of starting planting the sun, and then we're going into the harvest, and then we go into the fall. So we're getting ready to go into the darkness, the dark part of the zodiac. And this is, it's, you know, it's got its positives and its negatives, and it's always, you know, a lot of people look at it as a negative, but this is truly one of our greatest parts of our power, because this is where we're supposed to be going within. This is where we're going into the darkness. This is where it's time to hibernate, time to go dormant for a little while. This is when a lot of children are created because people are locked indoors. So when you look at the fall is highly controlled by Venus. So Venus was also termed Lucifer by the ancients. And in the Smith's Bible Dictionary, we find the following relative to the subject. Lucifer literally means light bearing, light bringing. The name is in Isaiah 14:12, coupled with the epithet sons of the morning. It clearly means a bright star, and it is probably why it is called the morning star. In the passage, it symbolically is a representation of the king of Babylon in his splendor and in his fall, in its application to Satan. In his fall from heaven arises probability from the fact that the Babylonian Empire is in the scriptures represented as a type of tyrannical and self-idolizing power, especially connected with the empire of the evil one in the apocalypse. The name Babylon is derived from the same root as Babel, or confusion, which means the gate of the god. So, as Libra is significant of the fall equinox, it is one of the 4 gates of God. In other words, the 2 equinoxes and the 2 solstices are the very important changes that occur within nature in these periods. And they also appear in the body of man. And they are concerned with your most important organs. In astrological lore, the sun is said to be in its fall when it's transitioning Libra. The first and last verses of the quotation from Isaiah furnish us with the good word picture, which allocates perfectly with its own analysis of Venus. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How thou art cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. This further explains that we find that Lucifer sought to displace the Most High. This literally and physiologically are true. Procreation robs the brain and the body of the corpuscles that have been expended in a sexual act. When these corpuscles are thrown away in creating pleasurable sensation, the sexual act becomes the sin against the Holy Ghost. Venus must regain her balance, and her work as ruler of Libra is to accomplish this task. This means that the physiological and anatomical must now be explained. Students who are familiar with the expression, the rings passed not, have not known what it really referred. With the exception, perhaps, it is considered to be in the most part erroneous. At best, it is very incomplete and hence unilluminating. When the anatomical ring in the human body is thoroughly understood, then only will this amazing expression become clear. So when we go into the fall, it literally is talking about an alchemical process that's happening within nature and within our body. And it's a time to kind of be still and go within, and be careful not to expend your your essence, because there's not a lot of sun to replace it. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going into
Beautiful. Yeah.
the season
Perfect.
of preparation and going into the inner world, going into the darkness. And this is the time where we're creating. Actually, this is our strongest windows of creation, is when we go into the dark side, because that's the subconscious mind. And that produces 95% of what we see. So this is a window to very powerfully start to dream and imagine and focus on what you want to see. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, man, that's powerful.
Yeah.
Extremely.
Plant those new seeds.
Now, where did you get that out of, the definition?
The salts of the zodiac.
Oh,
It's called the Zodiac and the Salts of Salvation by Carrie and Perry.
The Zodiac. Okay.
Yep.
You know me, I gotta write that stuff down, because then I like to go get those books.
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, when we talk about potassium in the body literally creates the light in the cells and in the mind. It's the fire of the mind. Like Kali Phos is the material matter in Latin. This material, so funny, material means mother of light. That's what material means, because mater in Latin means mother, and yeah, AIN, mother of light. Yeah, it's amazing when you start to break the words apart. It shows you very different picture of our reality. It's completely, it turns things into its true form, which is alchemical, energetic, and electricity and magnetism. And it literally explains why we have like 4 unseen elements operating everything, which would be like these transfers of oxygen and gases and helium and stuff like this. It's a profound thing that we're experiencing as a human on a planet, going through a major transitional change from one age to another, from into Aquarius. So this is a big time, guys. Big time. Big time.
Sure is.
There's big
Sure
change.
is.
There's
Yeah.
big changes coming up. So let everybody, you're dwelling on all of that. So we're going to talk about a little bit of something fun.
Yeah.
Teresa, I had you come on tonight to talk about the Andromeda 7.
Yay.
You sent me a bunch of stuff on it, and you might as well just start explaining it for everybody, because this is going to be the new and upcoming thing.
I'll do my best. First of all, let me say hi to everybody in chat. I don't have the ability right now to chat with you, but I see your comments, and I thank you very much. It's great to be here, and it's great to meet you all. You can see my face for a change, you know. But I wish I could see everybody else's face, you know. Chat rooms are wonderful. I mean, people make you really feel comfortable there, and you know. But I wish I could meet you all someday in person. That would be great.
Me too.
Well,
That's
you've
one
heard
of
a
my
little bit.
dreams. I hope we can manifest that.
I'm planning on it.
Right on. I'm with you. I will help you, sister.
I'm getting in my RV and I am cruising over your way, friend.
Oh, right on.
There you go.
Planning on it.
I do have Soul Tribe come to my house. I mean, not many, but I do. And I love that. I've loved meeting. I got to meet Mary and Al and Perry and Brian. So yes, I love meeting the Soul Tribe, and I got to meet it's wonderful every time. Every time.
That's fantastic that he's actually on a route where he can see you and Marcia and some of the others, Al I'm talking about, and Perry. They get to hook up with some of you folks, you know.
I know, it's fun.
I'm on an East Coast route. They don't want to come here.
Oh,
nobody wants to come around
route.
DC. No, I live too close to DC.
There's probably not as much. There's probably not as much traffic on the roads as there used to be, though.
Oh, yes, there is still, because DC's a hub, you know.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And DC, Maryland, and Virginia might as well be one state the way they're laid out with the roads. It's crazy, you know.
Oh,
yeah.
But thanks for having me on, Robert, and us on to explain this a little bit better, because it kind of got out there before we were ready. But the thing is Al Sorello is producing this new program, and he was inspired. He was getting messages, and the message was that we have an entire spiritual community out there that we're all running around and going from show to show to show, and fan a variety of shows that we do have. And we keep meeting up in the chat rooms, and we keep trying to get our stories out while we're chatting, and listening to our guest speakers. And he's like, wouldn't it be a beautiful thing to have at least one program that serves as a portal and a link to help support and be of value to all of the brothers and sisters that are running these channels and these programs? And wouldn't it be great if we could involve the audience a little bit more in some of the things that we're doing? So we came up with this mission statement on his inspiration, basically, and talking with various different sisters that he comes into contact with. Because, Al, he's out there communicating with everybody. Poor guy's on the road driving all the time, he and Perry, so he connects with all of us and keeps us connected. And we've developed this little network of people that keep being constantly connected. And why can't we do that on a broader scale? So basically, Andronima 7 is focused on connecting with others in our spiritual community, helping them to evolve by providing an organic approach to inner enrichment and empowerment. We are their portal for information sharing and exchange, and together we are the frequency desired to lift the veil and form a new world reality. So what do I mean? Okay. Yeah. Empowerment, we feel, comes from within ourselves, but as well as through sharing our stories and the stories of the people in the chat room. They're trying to get their voices heard, as well as our you hear from all of us all the time on each other's programs, where you guys are guest starring on each other's programs. But there's actually voices out there, in our chat world that are trying to get their stories out too. So we want to be able to bring them in, hook them in, and interview them, talk to them, find out what their stories are, because their stories can show others who are on a similar path to, as David Null so aptly puts it sometime, he says, to accept and receive the healing, the knowledge, and the wisdom of the universe. We're all on a different path. We're all trying to get to the same place. We're doing the inner works, but sometimes it's a matter of how. How are we doing it? And so stories teach us how to overcome those forces that are working against us. Mm-hmm. Stories teach us how to deflect negative things and how people have been able to successfully do that. Tearing down the roadblocks that get in the way of our higher purpose and well-being. So if we're each going to be creators of our own worlds, and then recognizing that we're part of a bigger world that can be co-created with a group consciousness, we need to help others get there. Yeah. And so you see me helping Robert, you see me helping David Null, you've seen me helping Wayne. It's what I'm trying to do, because I'm getting messages too, that we need helpers to go out there and connect people and get guests for the shows, spread the word, spread the messages. It's that communication, that information portal that will bring everyone together in a common purpose, because we all have our individual dreams and our individual realities. But the only way to defeat those that are trying to pull us back into chaos is to use an organic approach to developing and helping our brothers and sisters to get to where they need to get to, so that as a group, we can make things happen. So we've got a lot of information coming from you guys teaching. Trina teaches, Wayne teaches, David Barry's channel, he's reading books. So we're learning, we're getting a lot of information that way. But now how do we connect it all into, okay, now do you try to apply it in your life? Mm-hmm. What happened? Mm-hmm. Did you succeed or did you stumble? Where are you stumbling, and where can we help you with these stories make things happen? And I don't know if Crystal wants to add something, but I think that pretty much sums it up.
I think you did an excellent job. Thank you for explaining that. But I agree that we can read all of these books, but I think it's time to, now is the now time to come together and share the spiritual notes, so to speak, and kind of come together and just see what helped you, and where are you in this process? Did you fall? Did you, where, was it intense for you? Where, it's just time to really connect and bring all of the ancient books together and all this knowledge from all the readings that we've been doing, and now come together and express how that really has impacted us on a personal, individual level, and just share that experience out loud. You don't have to keep it a secret anymore if you don't want to. If you want to share, you're welcome to share your journey.
Yep.
Right. And it's go ahead, Trina. Were you good?
I was gonna say it's so amazing when we do share our stories. It's I think it helps so much because people can realize, whoa, they went through something so similar. And it's a camaraderie. You understand that you're not as alone as you thought that you were, and that it's really, there are others who have walked similar situations. And then all of our different walks is what makes us so super, super wise, because
That's right.
we understand so many different paths, and that fullness is a true gift. And there's a connection to stories. I think that's why the oral storytelling was always such a guarded and such a sacred thing, was to be gifted the wisdom of the elders and to be one of the storytellers, because they wanted accuracy in the oral stories, because a lot of them weren't written. So it's a powerful thing to be a storyteller. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I've been able to overcome hurdles because I've maintained some connectivity to my brothers and sisters outside of the chat rooms. And one in particular I've told you before is Michelle. I have a connection with Michelle Canham Free, and we share, even if it's a story of what happened today. What happened today? Well, I feel like I failed, or I think I've let myself down, or I'll be beating myself over the head, and I'll be venting with Michelle, and she'll remind me, she'll remind me of be grateful for the fact that you've gone through the experience. Be grateful. Now, this is a memory. Move on from there, because all of you need to worry about is now. So it's that kind of networking that we do with each other, but we want to do it in a format where we have a platform that enables people to come in, and we can link them from the chat room and bring them on, if they have something to say. Also, what we want to do is we also want to provide links. I know people are always asking me to paste the links in the chat, and I'm like, half the time I can't even listen to the show because I'm sitting there trying to paste, a link to Marsha's product, a link to, because some of the links don't work on YouTube. YouTube screws around with the program descriptions, and sometimes we can't get the information out there. So what we want to do is put it on our StreamYard platform, which is a brand new platform. It's similar to Zoom, but we feel it's better. And we're going to show you. And we have the ability to put up links to other people's sites, not just the link to their programs, but some of them sell products and services. A lot of our spiritual brothers and sisters are selling candles and soaps and beanies and these beautiful pendants for protection. And we
Karen, Queen of Quartz. This is her crystal.
Karen.
Yes.
Karen's crystals.
Yeah. The carved crystals. They're so beautiful.
Yeah. So if you stay on the program and you watch the program, at the end of the program, we're going to have a way to direct you to those places so that you'll have all the links you need, and all the information will be right there. You can screen snap it, do whatever you need to do. But we're going to be bringing each one of those ladies into the program to talk about their products, talk about their services. I know you've seen them before here and there, but we're going to actually try to promote them even more and let them share their stories, because they got to where they got to through some hard rock experience.
That's what I've been trying to do here a lot, is trying to get, like Crystal's coming on, and I'd like to get Marsha Price on, because she makes all the good stuff. But I've been trying to do that already. But I think you're right on, is trying to get these people. I mean, they work hard. Crystal works real hard at making these hats, and she's trying to support herself, and it's a good thing. Hey, this is a pretty warm hat. Trust me, I got it on. My ears are sweating.
Well, we're also hoping to have you guys on too as guests, all of the program hosts.
Well, but that's the thing too, is we would, as we want to promote our channels, who wouldn't, I mean, I want to get as many subscribers and things, because I think it just helps to get the people back again. And Trina, you do readings and stuff too, so you want people to come and listen to you too, I mean, everybody.
That's what I mean. I think it's about the more of us that are being just having your presence and your voice going out into the ether. It's making a bigger web for us. So it's gonna make this bigger and bigger and bigger. And when people come together with a focus, look out.
Yeah.
Look out.
There you go.
Instead of fighting against each other,
right,
we'll be working.
They're telling you, and we all follow. So that's why we're going to be real conscious about not running over into each other's, times, and working together as a group, because this is how it's very powerful. And like I said, sometimes we might be running into internet stuff, as you well know. It's great. Like one of the other ones can just jump on and we can pick up and go live and have our chat there, and no big deal. You don't even skip a beat. I think this is just a safety net for us. And I think the bigger it gets, the stronger it will become.
Well, I can say to that, because we've had problems where I had to work on the day we were supposed to be on, and if that was the case, we could just make so everybody could send out their little message.
Right, real quick announcement. Hey, we're going over here. Right, Robert's got to work.
And we could just meet up on a different channel and have the same show.
Right.
Yeah. The beauty of it is, and Lori, I got to give Lori some credit. I mean, Lori from Pure Love Ascension, Lori Cross. We got her to test the platform and host it for our testing. So we're in the middle of finishing up our tests and working out technical details, and we'll be doing some dry runs and then a beta. So it'll be a couple weeks before we go live, I think. Maybe it depends. And we have David Barry, who's working on the video production, and we're pulling it together. And the thing is that Lori has the ability, if we get some other people on StreamYard with her. So if you are sick, Robert, or if any one of the hosts at the last minute says, oh gosh, the show's canceled because I can't go live, it's just a matter of a click and a button, and boom, your show's running on our box. It's your show, and you have your own backup host, And so we're building in redundancy, because I'm telling you something, these people are attacking our brothers and sisters and taking their sites off.
For real.
Ridiculous.
And YouTube is like pulling the plug in the middle of a production. Well, what if we were able to just switch it over, and up comes Lori. Hi, I'm filling in for Robert because his site is down, and they keep the show going. Your guest doesn't have to disappear. Your guest will still be interviewed, and Robert can be brought into that program, and he can take over and run his program from another site. Yeah. Networking, supporting each other,
Yeah, but exactly. We had, like I said, we had that problem when Zoom wasn't working that day, and it was like, what do we do? And we tried to do it from Trina's side, and I think you could have got it going, sort of.
Yeah, I could do it, but you couldn't even log back into Zoom. Remember?
Yeah, I would have just had to sit out for it.
The whole
but
site was down, and it was down on your laptop, phone, everything. It wiped on everything.
Yeah, but the thing is if that's the way it would have went, you could have just took over, and I could have just said, oh well, and then everybody, all the guests or whoever was coming that night, it was David Barry, could have just logged in, and then he wouldn't have had to say, well, I stayed up till 2:00 in the morning for
right.
Right.
But we'll get it going sooner or later. But but this is a good idea. It is a good idea. Besides, then people will know that we're not going to be fighting for, I'm going to have my show on at X time, and then somebody else will have their show on.
No, this is about getting it even bigger and stronger. And just because, Robert, like I said, I know how much work it takes to do this.
Oh,
and
you're
Lori
telling me.
Incredible.
now, and Teresa now. Everybody's starting to see how much this is. It's a lot of work. I mean, this is an act of labor of love, and it consumes you. You've been working all day long putting introductions and videos and stuff together. It's a lot of work. And like I said, guys, you know, there's only one of you. When we come together, we'll be able to bring more to the plate and a better thing, because, you know, everybody, it won't all just be on you, you know, and that's good. And it's like I've always said, guys, I don't want to ride the bus or drive the bus, but boy, I'll show up, you know, I'll show up and I'll do everything I can. But, you know, there's certain parts that we're good at and certain things that we're not. And that's where we support each other and build a stronger web. So that way there's too many options for us. Nothing can fall apart ever, because we're just going to have backup options.
Just so we're clear, I am not technologically skilled whatsoever.
Me neither, Crystal.
Crystal,
No,
we know. We understand. We know that you're not Did you get a computer yet, or are you still on your phone?
I'm still on my phone.
I should send you. I should send you a computer. Do you want a computer? She's stuck now.
Yeah, send me a computer. I'll take it. I need one so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. She really does.
Yeah, I got like 3 of them up here. You know.
You got 3. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I got the old one, and then it wasn't fast enough, so I got another one, and then that one wasn't fast enough, so I bought this one, and this one seems to be pretty fast. Yeah. So it's I got an Alienware, you know, and that's kind of
Alienware.
It's
See, I know the names of things. My ex-husband was like a techno nerd geek, and so I know what Alienware is. I know what the names of things are, but asking me to like plug it all in and make it work, no.
Yeah. And even Lori and I have redundancy, Robert, so that I'm setting up my laptop here to see what she sees. So if she's hosting something with our own show, Andromeda, and something happens and the plug gets pulled, I can take over where she left off in the technical hosting of it. Same thing happens
tonight for the camera issue. You had to drive the bus because she had to reboot.
Yeah, but I was doing it with, you know, backup. You know, I wasn't actually running the server.
Oh, gotcha.
We're going to set it up so that I see what she sees as a technical host.
Oh, okay.
You know, the mixer, I think Al calls it our mixer board, but basically it's our server. And with StreamYard, you can see everything that's going on, and I can she can switch over from me, or I'll automatically be her redundant. So in the middle of a show, if something happens, I'm still running the box.
Yep.
The same thing would happen if you guys lost your channel, Robert, or if Dave did, or, you know, if we get everybody on StreamYard eventually, we'll have the ability to just pick up where the other one left off and keep it running.
Absolutely. And that's a really good, like I said, I've been there, done that, and that's a really good idea.
Yeah. Well, we love our brothers and sisters, and thanks for letting us come on and talk about it, Robert, because we think it's a value add, you know?
Yeah, I checked out that StreamYard today. It's a little bit more costly than the Zoom, but it does seem like it's got a lot more options, though. You know, so I don't know. I mean, I already paid for a whole year of Zoom, but I think it might be when my Zoom is up, that might be the way to go. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
But it did seem real good, and I'll be interested in seeing how you guys do with it. You know, or Lori does with it, because like I said, it's a new platform, and besides that, I was checking out other things too, because I know they're doing stuff with like purging and getting rid of stuff if you say the wrong words of the other thing, and then if you say those things, you might disappear like Crystal just did. Poof, gone, you know. but or whatever happens. But the point is, oh, did you get axed by YouTube for a second?
I can't get rid of my pit bull. He was trying to come in here like, no, don't come in here and see me.
No, that's all right. But that's the thing, you know, is to check out other platforms like you know, so that after we do a show like this, I could take it and then put it on that. I was looking at like Twitch or something today, just for shits and giggles. There's Periscope and a few other ones, and you could put it on there, and then that way, when they come to here and they axe you, and like Brian, one day he shows up and everything is gone.
Yeah.
You go, well, I got it backed up over there. Everybody come on over. You know, we're doing it on Twitch or Periscope or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
You're doing.
StreamYard has its own cloud storage too. And so we can record everything and just upload it to the StreamYard cloud. And you can stream it over all these different platforms. So if you don't want to use YouTube, you want to use, what is it? The LBR, is that it?
LBRY.
Those were the ones I was checking out because it said StreamYard streams to those, and then you could upload them on them. But that's the whole point, is if you're on that other platform and they're holding your videos too, and YouTube cuts you off, well, I don't have to say, oh my God, I lost all my videos. Now what do I'm over there. So what? You know, I got 3 other, I'll take those and put them over here then too. I'll just shuffle them around a little bit more.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know, heck with YouTube and heck with all these big companies trying to censor. You know, there's ways around it, but you have to get ahead of the game before they cut you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's what I was thinking. And that's why I was thinking multiple channels with this community is going to be a necessity.
Yeah.
It's going to be valuable because we want to stay together. So we might need several different outlets so we can make sure we can stay connected.
I know Brian had thought of that once, his channel. Remember when it got axed? He was like trying to do a Discord channel.
They took everything. They took over 1.5 years of his videos. They're just gone. All of our year and a half of our work, it's all gone. All of it just poof, just gone.
Yeah.
The message I get from him, and he still walks with us, and he does, and I've told people before, I don't care if you think I'm crazy, I don't care. But when I'm in my garden and I'm having trouble, it's usually when I'm having trouble. It's usually when I'm sitting there going, oh man, what am I doing here? I feel his presence. I feel his essence. Yeah. And in my thoughts, I can hear instructions on, well, do this or do that. And he's helped save my garden twice now by giving me advice.
You
know, but he will also talk to you if you meditate and you meet him, you can meet him out in the astral. You can meet him, you can travel with him. I caught a surf wave with him once, and it's like a frequency wave, and he was surfing.
Oh, I totally.
He was heading off into a different direction, but the thing is that he brought me on for a little while for the ride, you know, and it was really cool. But the thing is that he has said, stay connected. All I want you guys to do is stay connected. Don't let the chaos pull you apart.
Yeah.
Don't let it lead you back into 3D. Don't let it suck you in. And that's why I try to tell people, you keep posting all this negative. We need to be aware. We are aware. Most of us are. But don't eat into it. Don't feed those energies, you know. Let your dreams be your dreams and not the chaos that's out there. And Brian Barnett is saying, stay connected, keep moving forward. And that's what we're trying to do. And it's the cycle for, isn't it, Trina, for divine feminine involvement?
Now we're getting ready to go into the underworld, the darkness of the zodiac, which is the darkness is where you go to hibernate. It's like the hermit, you know, like the bear goes into the cave for hibernation. All the body systems shut down. You know, you've got to prepare for winter. And the harvest is when you're preparing, you're harvesting everything to take it into the storage and into the house because everybody's going to bunker down for winter. This is when we're supposed to go in and start to do our inner work to create for the upcoming, because when we get into Aries, here comes the sun. It's time for the inspiration to forth out of the new light into the new year. It's time to start a brand new cycle of creation. So this is how, we are affected by how the world is operating. We create in cycles with the
Right.
cycles.
Right.
So we're getting ready to where it's like bunker down, get ready to go within, start to plan and manifest what you want to see in the spring. What seeds are you creating? What germs are you producing so you can plant that soil? And then when the Pisces and March, April window comes, this is when the new energy comes at the equinox. And this is when it's time to spring up. And this is why it's called springtime. And this is why it's revolving around Easter and Easter eggs. This is the eggs are ready. It's already formed, and now you're just waiting for the birth. And that's why we go through the cycle of the sun, for everything to grow and birth. So this is time to really start to focus on, what do we want to see in the world? Well, we might be forced with some choices about what we're going to do with our physical bodies. It's like, start to really think about that. Start to think about what you want to see, because it's going to be very important, and we might be faced with some challenging choices in this winter season.
Right.
Yeah.
So the women that have come together here are trying to find a way not only to network with each other on issues that women face, but also we want to hear from the men. We want to hear from the dads and the husbands. And my wife doesn't buy into what I'm doing, or my husband doesn't support what I'm doing, or those divisions that cause the energies to be off. We want to hear those stories of how you're helping to move your families along too in this process. But I see us as being a supportive and helping to lift our brothers up too in the spiritual community. And we want to have some more guys on the show too, because we really do want to get it from their perspective. What are they facing as men in this time? And how can the women help support them as well? It goes both ways. I hear all this divine energy, feminine energy talk, and I'm like, no, we're not being exclusive. We're trying to figure out what is our role in helping them.
Divine feminine energy, when men tap into that power, man, it's when they really become supermen. They really
isn't that what we need right now?
What they become, they switch from the Adamic, which is the primal primitive man, and they literally become the great work or the great man when they can tap into that part of their self. Because and it's like, even women, we have to work with the masculine energies and anchoring those in. And then some, it depends on you, because some people are born like with masculine energy and they need to learn to come into their feminine. We're all coming in with different rhythms and different possibilities, but the key to all of it, we're all trying to go to the same place, which is balanced power in both.
Right.
And we all have both, and everybody is masculine, feminine. You cannot divide.
I'm a guy, I know.
Yeah, we got two hemispheres.
All right.
Yeah.
I know. I'm a guy, I mean, but what you were saying there, it's like, okay, but it's hard for a guy. You were talking about the guy, he gets real powerful, whatever. But I think the man, like you said, he's got that caveman in him part,
yes.
And to get over that, I know, like for myself, that's the hard part, to overcome that, the caveman mentality, to start to be enlightened. And then when you do, the guys around you are all still cavemen, and then they kind of bring you back down, and it's like all the guys are cavemen and I'm trying to rise up. It makes it that much harder because there's nobody, you have no supporters.
Yeah, one of the ways that I've seen a lot of successful men go through that, Robert, is they really start to work on the balance between instinct and intuition. Just to pause just for 2 seconds instead of reacting. See if you can tap into your intuition, and nobody can even know that you're doing it. And this is how I've seen a lot of the men that really come into this powerful intuitive nature that they truly have, which is so powerful. It's just that pause. That's all they needed, was just to check in with that internal knowing rather than just reacting. and you can get away with this with nobody even needs to know that you're doing it. So you can still participate and watch the cavemen, but your intuition, you'll have a stronger guidance and a stronger ability to knowing. You'll watch all the cavemen turn around and follow you because they'll know that you're right.
You know, you almost sound like you're playing pool. When I heard that same thing when my buddy was trying to teach me how to play pool better. And he says, you know, when you go to shoot that ball in, he says, you get up there and a lot of guys walk up there and, well, you've all shot pool probably before. You walk up and you hit the thing and you know, he says, take that deep breath and, you know, and then do that one last time just before you shoot instead of walk up there and pow, it's okay. And then you do it, you know, because or maybe you just stop and you chalk up your stick a little bit and look around before you just head right off to do that. You take that pause and makes all the difference in the world between sinking the ball and not sinking the ball. And you become I know it improved my game just by doing that, you know, a lot.
You're right. And isn't that crazy how it really is simple, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just
you
takes
can't
a little
have music
practice.
without the rest. You know, if we didn't have rest in music, it wouldn't sound as good.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, exactly.
I can't speak to that because I'm really not musical at all. I can't keep a beat.
Do you know, like if this group, if we just took like 60 seconds to 2 minutes and we literally just sat together and just literally closed our eyes and focused on our breath, you know that within 60 seconds, every single one of us in this entire chat, all of our heartbeats would go into the exact same rhythm.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we should try that. Just before we go, we'll do that.
It's very true and it's powerful. That's what I'm saying. When we come together and we just take that pause, and it doesn't take long. 60 seconds is usually all you need. You know that as soon as you put an infant to a mother's chest, within 60 seconds, normally it's faster. Their heartbeats literally become one.
They sync up. Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, it's
before.
the same thing when you love somebody or even when you hold a child. I mean, anybody, it doesn't matter. This happens between humans. You don't even need to know them. When I would go to school and we would sit in groups and we would all sit there and you would watch and the teacher would say, now open your eyes and just keep breathing. And she goes, now look at everybody in this room. You all have the same breath. And we would all be inhaling at exactly the same time and exhaling. Yeah. It's amazing. We are resonance through love, through our hearts. That's what produces this breath and this resonance. It's through your force of what you feel. So when we come together,
you're very right. And I want to say something to that because I think I talked to David Null about something on the same subject that was very similar. And we noticed that with what's going on, they're separating all of us, you know, to stay 6 feet apart. Don't get close to anybody. Well, if you don't get close to anybody, like you said, if you're connecting with people, then you're syncing up naturally. Like you said, just because you're holding your breath and everything, all of a sudden, you know, your breath is syncing up.
Yeah.
If you touch somebody, your hearts sync up. But you know what? If you stay 6 foot apart from everybody, is that the magic number not to sync up?
Yes,
it is. Because, yes.
And then with that said, just lost that thought. But you know, it was. Oh yeah, okay, I got it. With that said, then it's the part that is this some kind of big mojo that's going on? You know, the hocus pocus crap. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Because you want to know why, Robert?
Yes, it is.
It's because we're winning, guys. I hate to say it, but this is really because we're winning. And the script has been laid out. It's in the greatest story ever told called the Bible. And the script is running exactly as it was stated. And biblically, you know, the wound of the beast's head shall be healed.
Yep.
Pay attention to that too. There's a lot going on.
Yep, it certainly is.
A lot going on.
It sure is. Oh, okay.
We gotta hold the line, though, guys. We gotta hold the line.
Yeah, because we we were sent to be that line. We were sent to bring it down
Yes.
through love, because this system
Love,
is
yes.
it's not loving. We're going to turn it into love.
Mhm. That's right. So let's see what our time is here. Well, we're right about that time. It's getting, it is. We've been doing good. It's been flying by. So before we go, shall we do the 1 minute timer and everybody sync up? That's you people in chat room there too. Okay. Now with all of us, I'm going to try to keep time on this somewhere. I got a clock here. Hang on. And I'll say when to go.
Let's try to set a focused intention.
Okay.
There's supposed to be some very, very powerful energies on Halloween, blue moon,
Yeah.
all of that. Let's see that blue moon energy is going to completely support and heal and help the throat chakra, so people will be able to speak their truth and bring forth abracadabra. I speak, therefore I create. So let's just, any way that you want to see that done, any way that works for you, just support blue magical energy, support blue light, support blue moon, opening up the ability for communication, speech, because, you know, this is not allowing a lot of people to talk.
Trina, do you have your bowl? Do you have your new bowl, Trina?
Yeah, but I won't do that. No.
No?
Yeah, no.
All right.
No, we're
and
fine.
Get set, go.
Okay.
And okay, that should be about a minute.
Yay.
I could almost feel like I was breathing, like with all of you guys. Somebody was breathing in the microphone. I know it wasn't me because I could hear you in my head. I was like, that ain't me.
Right.
But I was like, I'm doing
like
the same breaths too. I was thinking of what you said, Trina. I'm like, I'm doing the same breathing. Oh my God.
My breath, it sounds like when I'm taking a breath in, like the water pulling away from the sand, and then when I breathe out, it's like the wave crashing across the space.
You know, that's a sacred modality, and it's a protocol where they do, it's a fascia releasing protocol. And the important part of that is the breath, that they call it the ocean breath.
I love
Crystal,
ocean
you're onto
breath.
something
I love
powerful
ocean
there.
breath work.
Yes.
Hey,
That's what that is.
Robert, David mentioned early this morning on his program that he might do another group meditation, either coming up this weekend or not this weekend, but maybe like Monday or Tuesday, or something like that. And I know, Robert, do you have another program for Monday or? Yes,
I do. I got Morgan Taft on. She is going to be, she's got her own website, Morgan's Meanderings. She's an artist and a photographer. So,
ooh, la la.
Yeah, so it's going to be really interesting. She's going to share with us some of her adventures and, you know, some of her photos and things like that. You know, so it should be cool. Let's see. I did want to share with you guys. I want to share with everybody. Wait a minute.
Do you guys feel the happy energy in your heart?
Truth in me says she said it felt great. It was like getting a hug.
Yeah, I literally, my heart is like, it feels tingly, like it feels like it's more awake and alive, and it's because of you guys. It's like I feel you in my heart, and it feels so good.
Oh, Robert, that's beautiful.
I love it.
Now we're all sitting around the campfire. Gotta love that.
Absolutely.
Let's see.
Yes.
Let's see what else do I got here for Oh, that ain't it. Oh, come on. Anyway. Okay. Anyway, I thought I was trying to think of fall stuff.
That was nice.
And I got
Yeah.
Halloween
Felt like a
stuff.
hug. I love you guys.
I don't know where all the other photos are. That one come up. Oh,
We're all going to Robert's place for a bonfire and s'mores.
Absolutely.
S'mores, yay!
Yeah. We just the bonfire. That's what when I was an activities director, we used to sit around the campfire. So there we are. We're sitting around the campfire. It's kind of like those times, we roast marshmallows and things like that, I mean, who doesn't love to do that?
That's a powerful visual for us to all connect. Just imagine being at a campfire, sitting beside each other in chairs, and all of us just connecting our hands and making a circle.
Yeah.
And go for it.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
you have your you got this as a slide. Make it like somebody coming in and making a fire and put it right in the middle of your screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm doing. I don't know where. I used to be over in the middle here, over there. I don't know how it's turning out, but oh well. Okay, it turned out it was cool. That's all I can say. Crystal's got a campfire in her house.
Right there.
That's pretty cool.
I'm cheating. It's fake,
Awesome.
Hey, you're in the what, Midwest kind of now, Tennessee, right?
Tennessee.
So,
yeah, I'm like 2 hours from the Alabama border.
Yeah, well, so you're farther north now. You got changing leaves, and you're gonna have snow this winter, and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess our hour is come and gone.
Yeah.
And I got to close this out so I can close everything down. And there's a lot of photos there. But anyway, we had a good time tonight, and I thank everybody for coming. And I thank of all of you ladies. And sorry that Steve is sick, and everybody send him good vibes. And I don't know where Kent is. I hope he's doing
How's
all right.
Wayne doing? Does anybody know how Wayne's doing? Because he was feeling under the weather too.
Really?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, he
Wayne's
canceled
sick.
his show Friday. He didn't do his card read because he wasn't feeling well.
Oh no.
So we sent out a group intent on Discord, Facebook, Messenger. I sent out to many people as I could to let them know that Wayne wasn't feeling well. But we need to send out intents, a group intent right now for our brothers and sisters, because there's, I guess it's fall season, change of seasons, whatever's going on. We don't want any more people getting sick, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So everybody, it's this times, we're in, we got that thing going around, the bug, and then of course it's normally flu season anyway, regardless of how you look at it, it's flu season, and people are going to get it, and they're going to be scared.
Sniffles.
Yeah, they're going to be scared at the first cough, and everybody's going to run like crazy, like, oh my God.
You know what though, Robert? It's funny you should mention that. These past few days, I've had that cough, persistent cough and sneezing.
Truth in me.
Not once did I think it was that shall not be named.
Wow.
Not once did I get that feeling. Not once did I get that fear. It's because of the work I've been doing with you all, with my mind and my heart. Now, and the Creator. Not once did I get that feeling or like sensation that, oh my God, I'm gonna get, you know what? No, not my reality.
Yeah.
My reality is I'm healthy. That's my
Truth
reality.
in me just said that she made a phone ring with Brian's voice. That is so cool.
Yeah, I know
Awesome.
Wow.
That is so awesome.
I know she told me that she'd been working on that. So.
Oh, I meant a phone ringtone with Brian's voice. She's laughing.
Yeah. And she says she's not technically inclined. Go to grass.
Yeah, right?
You go, girl.
Oh, that's funny, Truth in me. That's great. I meant the phone ringtone. That's cute. Oh, and that's so awesome. He's my screensaver.
Aww.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
All right. He's my background tonight.
Yes, he was.
There he is.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know what? He loves you guys so much, and he's with you all. He peeks in on all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That he is.
Oh, yeah, he does.
And with that, we should say goodnight because we've been running a little bit long. But guess what? Tomorrow we will be back. And we'll, Trina, you, me, Amber, and Julianne Payne for some spelling. Spells and spelling. Oh, yeah, I can't wait. Okay, thank you for coming, Crystal and Teresa. And we will see you again soon. So
Thank you, Robert.
Be the frequency you want to receive. I love you all. And
bye, everybody.